I know this is a bit late, but the AC gifting event is over. And personally, I have to say it was the best AC gifting event yet. And this is true every year, it just keeps getting better. I received almost 3,000 ACs and I donated 5k. That's the most I've ever donated and also the most I've received, which is a good sign because it means the 5k award was worth it. And that was oh wait, wrong pet. This is actually one of the older years, the Frostville Gravelin Bank Buddy. And don't get me wrong, this was also a great pet, but this is the pet I'm talking about. As you can see, you can change your armor customization, and you can also change, if you click on the other one, hair, skin, eye color. And I'm not going to say this is a must-have, but it's super useful because now I don't have to go to my house or to Yolga anymore to customize this stuff. I can just change my lightning rod right here, right now. But yeah, great rewards for donating, and also they did a better job of stopping random people's ults getting all the rewards. However, that was also the biggest weakness of this event. I know this is a really low quality pick, but this is somebody's multiple alt accounts that they made for this event, receiving 95,000 total ACs. 95,000. Now, obviously, AE did try and do their bit. No rewards for people under level 30, I think. And also, you have to have done the quest, yada yada, some other stuff. But they could have done better. For example, people are using the exact same email for all their different accounts. Make it so it's like one email per account, or you don't receive gifts for each one. Because people are less likely to make like 20, 30 Gmail accounts, each one requiring like different numbers and so on, just for like ACs for their alt accounts. It's not a perfect solution, but it's better than nothing. Also, if you did donate 5k ACs to get this pet, you also get the entire gifting tier shop, so the Glacier and Warlord class, and a bunch of these cosmetics, which actually look quite nice. Anyways, before I talk about Nulgath's birthday, I want to talk about the AQ2D tech demo. Tech demo number 3 planned for next week. January progress update. So it's come to my attention that various awesome YouTubers have been making videos where they read these, and a helpful way of spreading it is with our video game community. Thank you. This is also why I'll now be slipping in words like Fliberty, Gibber, Goo and Sniffy Pants Goblin for them to read. This is mandatory and contractually obligatory. Anyone who chickens out is a Sniffleplum Snotosaurus. Well, there you go, Artix, I said it. Happy now? Now I just have to wait for Corey to say it. I guess he does actually watch these. I mean, I kinda knew anyway since he left a comment on my last AQ2D vid. But yeah, it's cool to just see like the devs and people who actually are working on the game be able to talk to the community rather than just completely ignoring it as if it doesn't exist. Anyways, Monster Loot in AQ2D. So they did have this suggestion for how drops could work. So essentially different colored drops on screen for however rare the item is. And although it does look nice, the only thing I'm wondering is, what if you're farming something like in AQW, like bone dust, and there's gonna be like 10,000 bits of bone dust on the screen, or like undead energy and so on. Like, if you're farming only a few items, like an armor or something, this could work, right? But if you're farming thousands of items, it could be pretty tricky. Anyway, so there are a bunch of questions about this, like, why are we not using the same loot system as AQW? But we only get one shot at this whole thing. Once we gavel down the solution, it'll be hard to change in the future. It's our only chance to play around and experiment. And nothing on the tech demo server is final. And here's some other pictures that aren't those little bags. Like, obviously you can get way cooler drops that could look like this chest, which actually could be a pretty cool idea, to be honest. I genuinely think this could work if it was just like armors, helms, and things like that. But if it was resources like bone dust, not so much. The undead are coming. Nulgath has converted over an army of undead and orcs. By Nulgath, I'm assuming he means Miltonius, maybe? I'm not super caught up on dev lore, so correct me if you guys know. But anyways, they've basically converted over a ton of monsters and stuff, which is pretty cool, and you'll probably see at least some of these during the next tech demo if you have got the October membership. It really sucks because that was the first month I didn't have membership in like 2 years straight. And I had no idea about the AQ2D tech demo being related to it. But when alpha and beta testing come out, I'm pretty sure everyone can access that. Art upgrades. So some game monsters and NPCs have been getting upgrades like this. Honestly, I think this looks really cool. Also, I wouldn't mind just having a slightly different look to AQ2D. Or should I say AQW Infinity. I mean, to be fair, this Altion art is absolutely ancient. Look at that beard, then look at this beard. And even just look at the fur. This is like rectangular, this is actually pointy. And look at this absolutely insane Thok art. And of course the other trainers, it just looks like 10 times better. So yeah, these are just some of the NPCs that they've already drawn. All of them look really good. a plan to rebuild the main story. It seems we're converting maps, monsters, NPCs in the order the main story was released in. There's going to be a strategy moving forward. We're starting with Sword Haven, where the original undead invasion took place. I mean, yeah, this is kind of crazy thinking all the way back to 10 years ago, whenever you guys started playing the game, playing the undead invasion and going back to that. I mean, the way they execute this could be absolutely brilliant or just terrible. There's like no in between. Because all those moments were so nostalgic, especially that cutscene. And you guys already know what I'm talking about before I even say it. The Altion Sepulchre fight being interrupted by Drakarth. Speaking of cutscenes, this week we've been working on the processes and tools to make release-ready cutscenes. We are at like 60%. We thought we had this working, however, we encountered surprises. So yeah, this kind of expected. Anything that hasn't yet been made is probably going to take a while, and they're going to, encounter some surprises. But it will be cool to finally see a cutscene, however they do execute it. Tech Demo 3 coming next week. We have a lot of things to test. Next week we'll kick off a large number of tests for the AQW Infinity. As promised, players who supported the game by becoming a 13th upholder last October will have access to all the tech demos. But what about everyone else? I talked to Lena, and if everything goes well next week, we'll expand the criteria for participating, which is a super vague way of saying we hear that you want to help test. We have no idea how much room we will have for more testers, but after seeing how things go next week, we will do our best to come up with something that does not anger players too much. And also, we should probably have giveaways for some of the tester slots too. Honestly, that sounds really good, especially as someone who didn't get the 13th upholder in October. It'll be interesting to see how they expand the people that will be able to test, but we'll see how it happens. And finally, a personal note on goals. Many of my goals written in my book are the same as last year and the year before that and the year before that, but this year it's actually possible to complete 100% all of them. Finally, this includes at the top of the list, launching AQW Infinity for all players. Oh, and by the way, Tech Demos 1 and 2 happened in the same day, in case you're wondering what happened to 2, and wishlist AQW on Steam. So if you haven't noticed already this week, the potion slot has been introduced, the enhancement slot is gone. I mean, this is just a brilliant addition. People have been asking for it for ages. And if you look at any shop now, let's look at a noble shop. We have the house tab here instead of the enhancement tab. Yeah, overall, great change. And as for Nulgath's birthday, the Nulgath's birthday seasonal shop is not here yet. However, the 10k chest is out, so let's take a quick look at it. Some of the armors are looking really nice. Some of my favorites are Abyssal Sorcerer, and also the Dark Dragon Summoner, and this Summoner as well. I mean, I like anything with like portals and stuff, so let me just show you the complete version of this set. So for some reason this has no weapon, but it's alright, the rest of the set looks decent. And there's some other really nice items in here as well, like these. This Radiant Blood Fiend of Nulgath set looks nice too. I'm just a big fan of any inverted Nulgath sets. For example, like this one, you can actually get this from a membership package, not including this sword, because this is from the birthday shop. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Is the chest worth getting so far or nah? Hit the like button and see you guys next time.